Hello everyone. Last year, I have made a video about 5 cars you should not buy in test box. In it, I have listed out 5 cars you should avoid to save your test box career. Since then, a lot has changed. As update went on, a lot of cars I've mentioned in that video has changed better or worse, either having biggest glow up by getting remodeled and stats upgrade, or getting absolutely blasted by test box developers and gone from the games. But even after most of the terrible cars being gone, there is still plenty of cars that are not worth your time and money. These cars are basically new generation of Toyota Sienna in test box, being extremely useless but still being popular in test box. So after watching this video, you can tell your family and your friends to never touch these cars ever again, to save their times and money to become rich in test box. Let's look at starter cars. After Ford removal, Ford Focus is not available as the starter car. Therefore, the hero has to step up to take its place. That is Nissan Ultima. This car is worse than Ford Focus RS. No overdrive, boring looking cars, and it is so slow, even upgrades cannot save this car's performance. But what if I told you Peugeot 406 is actually the worst starter car in test box? Well, why is that? Let me explain. If you look at stats wise, you would think Nissan Ultima is worse than Honda's S2000 and Peugeot 406. But if you know how to level up company level, Nissan Ultima might be the best replacement to Ford Focus RS in this perspective. Good top speed at stock is all you need to reach from bottom to top in less than an hour or two. By then, if you didn't spend those money on leveling up your company on useless cars, you can easily get yourself a supercar that hits the top speed requirement in level 16 and complete test box instantly. Compared to Nissan Ultima or its predecessor, Peugeot 406 got more customization and even engine swap. But all that is meaningless if you cannot find parts and money for you to upgrade. Plus, even after you find all the parts for your upgrades and money for engine swap, your top speed is still pretty low compared to another 2 cars. You cannot even reach level 9 office with Peugeot 406, making all your effort worthless. This car is truly an embodiment of waste of money and waste of time. Honda S2000 is same to Peugeot 406, but at least it can reach level 11 before you need to switch to different cars, which is why Peugeot 406 is the worst starter car in test box. If you make it out of Peugeot 406 and you want to buy a brand new car, you will most likely to pick JDM. But unlike previous video which talked about JDM cars is terrible cars to go for, this time however, they are better than what they used to be. They have better model, more customization, and most importantly, more power. But that doesn't change the fact that Nissan 350Z is somehow the worst car you can get in test box. It only has 129 horsepower and 197 kilometers per hour. Yes, this isn't fake. It is actually a real thing. How they give such small number to a car bolting with V6 is crazy, given the fact Nissan 350Z doesn't even have such specification in real life. Surely developers are smoking crack or up to something. This number makes Nissan 350Z the slowest car you can get right now. It's only worth it if you engine swap this car and upgrade its performance, and even then, you are in the same situation as getting Peugeot 406, wasting your time and money onto something that isn't push your game's progression forward. Simply wasn't worth it. So if you really want to buy JDM in test box, sure, go for it. They looks better, then gets better performance than what used to be. But don't go for Nissan 350Z. Not even remodel can save this car. You will be regretting forever buying such terrible car. And again, I need to recall you that you should never, I do mean never, buy an electric car. Even though electric cars rating is decent, it seems like fairly priced, it is still not worth it. With performance upgrade not available means no big horsepower and top speed, like you are driving a boat with no engine sound. Literally, look at BMW i7. It used to be an EV, but seeing how bad it is as an electric car, he puts himself a screaming V8 engine and changed his name to BMW 760i, just so it can get huge performance boost for the machine of sound. If this car got out of cesspool that is electric car, you know you shouldn't getting one either. So if you see Rimac Nevera or Lotus Evija on Tesla's dealership, just remember what I said. Sure, they are fast, but nowhere faster than gasoline powered cars. So don't buy electric cars even though that looks cool. Okay, Jimmy, don't you buy it? Don't you buy it? Don't you buy it? Don't you? With the disaster that Jimmy made, let's rewind and going back to our dealership and look at category that is being offered in the car shop. TaxiBox has various type of cars you can buy, but within this category, there is some you cannot buy, some you can only dream of, and some you should never buy. The category you should never buy is off-road category. Driving off-road category car is like driving a huge lifted squatter truck. They are just as big as Roblox and useless on the road. In TaxiBox, because of how maps are structured, making off-road car obsolete due to they cannot take shortcut, and even if they do, they are still slower than normal cars taking normal routes. Then, when it comes to off-road and off-road test track near military base, it's pretty much the same as any other cars. Your Hummer can do it, so does my Bugatti Chiron per Sport. Just look at this humble bald guy driving around in rural village that can also do off-road despite they are not listed as off-road and is being set as lower suspension. There is no need for off-road category in TaxiBox because every cars can do what off-road category cars can do in way better top speed, better horsepower, better rating, and better driving experience. Never touch off-road category cars if you are strapped on cash. Trust me, the horsepower it gives doesn't bring you happiness, it brings more calamity to your already disastrous TaxiBox gameplay. And last but not least, avoid buying a car with top speed over 350 km per hour. Why, you might ask? Because in order to complete level 16 office, you need a car that can reach 350 km per hour. And to do it, you need a car that can exceed 350 km per hour. So if buy a car under 350 km per hour, you are wasting money on the cars and tons on grinding the parts, which is not fun to do at all. So to avoid this situation, please do not buy a car with top speed under 350 km per hour. You will have to play more TaxiBox to be rich than other players. If you have avoided from the cars I told you not to buy, I am looking at you, Jimmy, and make it out of level 16 office, congratulations, you are still poor as hell. But you can earn your wealth slowly and steadily through hard work and forced labor, because you have just dodged the bullet that is worst car you should not buy and don't need to suffer the fate of those poor souls like Jimmy. Let me know in the comment if this video helps you, your family, and your friend to never touch these cars when playing TaxiBox. If you do, I'm proud of you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll catch you in next video. Goodbye.